Brandon joins us now from Aberdeen Railway Station. Brandon, more disruption to come?
Yes, absolutely. As you can see, stations right across the north of Scotland today have been silent, as they were yesterday, and that will more or less remain the case for the next few days.
Brandon, the Brewdog owner says he got carried away.
Yes, in a post on his LinkedIn page, James Watt said he got so carried away in the excitement of this project that he made some costly mistakes.
Now, Brandon joins us now live from Tannadice. Now, it would have been a shock if Liam Fox hadn't been sacked after yesterday's result.
Yeah, totally. It wasn't that big a surprise given the recent run of performances and results, Chris, as you say, but it has raised a couple of eyebrows given that just a few days ago the club's AGM was held here at Tannadice, and shareholders at that meeting were told reportedly that there was no plans to change the manager or the sporting director. Neither the woman found dead here yesterday morning or the 43-year-old man who has been arrested in connection with this incident have been named. Police say inquiries to establish the full circumstances of this incident are ongoing.
And Brandon now joins me live at Cormack Park. Brandon, fans considering who they want next as manager. It's a big decision though. Is there a leading candidate?
No, not yet anyway, Chris. You've got to remember the board here backed Jim Goodwin just a couple of days ago. They wanted to see Jim Goodwin do well and turn it around, but ultimately that result on Saturday against Hibs was too much and he had to go. There's no doubt that today is a big milestone for Aberdeen's new South Harbour, but ultimately for the passengers who do come here, this will just be step one. The next challenge will be getting them from here into the city and out to the tourist attractions around the Shire. These are, of course, stark figures which only highlight the predicament which many people have been facing, but these statistics are 2 years old. They're from the first year of the pandemic, and since then we've had a spiralling cost of living crisis and extra pressure mounted on our NHS. Add that all together, and if we had figures from this year, if they were available, then it's likely that they would be a lot worse.
It's time now for all the sports news with Brandon, and the drama just continues at Dundee United. There's quite a big name in the frame.
Totally. There's never a dull day in Scottish football, is there, Andrea, as you and I well know. Well, very good evening to you folks. Jim Goodwin looks set to be named as the new manager of Dundee United.
Brandon Cook is at Aberdeen Harbour. Brandon, what more do we know?
Well, this latest round of strike ballots relates to two separate disputes, Norman. The first by Petrofac workers on an Ithaca energy-operated platform. Around 50 workers there are frustrated. The death toll across southern Turkey and northern Syria is now more than 5,000, a number which could quadruple in the coming days.
Here is very cold, this is.
Thousands of miles away at his barber shop in Aberdeen, Fikri has managed to video call his friend Buhran back home. But comfort is difficult to offer as he helplessly watches him searching for his family.
His father-in-law, they're in clubs now. They're not even working on that building yet.
So his family are underneath the rubble?
Yes, yeah.
Well, Brandon Cook is in our newsroom tonight. Brandon, what else do we know?
Well, Andrea, police were called to a ground floor flat on Sunnyside Road in Aberdeen at around 10:40 on Monday morning after a report for a concern of a person's well-being. And at the moment, in many areas, numbers are looking quite encouraging, with many more younger fish being found in these waters. It's hoped that this latest project can only help to boost them. All of this, the AGM and the protest, comes just days before United's crucial bottom-of-the-table clash away to Ross County. Just a point separates the two sides there. Anything other than a positive result is going to make Premiership survival even more difficult and is bound to add to tension among supporters. Brandon Cook, STV News.